We grow up, we dream, we experience. Sometimes we enjoy and sometimes we panic. We love, we get rejected. We laugh and we cry. We engrave memories. We fall and we get up on our feet. We make mistakes and we learn. Sometimes the easy way and other times the hard way. We hurt and we apologize. We get hurt and we forgive. We keep growing. We keep moving forward. The beauty of life lies in its unexpected and enriching experiences, as hard, joyful, and hurtful as they might be. They shape our personalities and make us who we are. I like to describe us humans as creatures with three selves. A younger self, the one living in the past. A present self, who we are in this exact moment. And you guessed it, a future self, the one reaping the fruits of our growth and wisdom. And to me, the present self is the knight, the leader, the guardian, and the protector. It's the bridge between our past and our future, the part of us that comforts our younger self, heals its wounds and loves it unconditionally. It's the part of us that learns from our mistakes, that takes notes of what works and what doesn't, and builds its future self sense of discernment, its morals, values, principles, and beliefs. And although building oneself comes from accumulating experiences, sometimes one single piece of advice can disrupt the course of events and be a source of change. And this is what today's video is about. It's a sort of memoir that narrates many people's personal and intimate experiences in hopes that each one of you watching today's episode might find an answer or some guidance regarding a situation that he or she is going through. So, a quick shout out to all my friends and family members who took the time to share their advice with me, or with us. Now, let's get started. Dear self, as they say, all roads lead to Rome. Sometimes we find ourselves running ferociously in life, without taking the time to pause and take a look at our surroundings. Am I running on a mountain? Can I sprint and still get to the finish line? Should I take that hill? Or is it better to jump from this cliff and keep on swimming if I'm good at that? The moral is, it is sometimes better to revisit our strategies and milestones to get where we want in life, by taking into considerations the resources we have, what we are good at, by believing in ourselves, and by having a vigorous faith in God's plan. Dear self, we often get caught up in our thoughts and shrink in our tiny world that we feel so alone in a planet of 7 billion people. We find it hard to trust, to open up, to share our concerns, problems, fears, and doubts, when the master key is letting it all out. Well, I know that not all people can be there for you or trustworthy. It's normal, accurate. But there are certainly the golden ones who love you, care about you, will listen, understand, correct you when you're wrong, and show you the right path when you are blinded. Sharing what hurts with the right people is a relief. Dear self, stay true to yourself. As human beings, we not only crave, but need social interactions. And if somehow you find yourself surrounded by people who don't inspire you or do not align with your ideas and energy, don't make the shortcut of trying so hard to fit in and dispose of your authenticity. We are who we are, and it's a loss if we are changing it for the wrong people and the wrong reasons. Also, remember to always treat people the way you want to be treated. So, show kindness, acceptance, understanding, and leniency.
J'expose à la Société nationale des beaux-arts. J'y suis la seule femme peintre. Pour moi, mon art reste toujours mon école. Un village à Paris, où l'on se connaît.
Dear self, don't be a people pleaser. Yes, it's good to be kind, helpful, and thoughtful. But if you're doing it at the expense of your own comfort, happiness, and values, then what is the point? And just in case, there's a thin line between selfishness and avoiding people pleasing. Because while they might seem alike, the latter is exclusively about finding inner peace, taking care of your boundaries, and aligning your actions to your beliefs. Dear self, remember, your value isn't by any means related to your productivity. We humans are just like cars. We all have the same function, yet every single one of us works with a different engine. And if one is slower or faster than the average, it just means that they're different, not unworthy and not unvalued. Your self-worth and self-confidence are linked to who you are as a person, what you stand and fight for, your morals and ethics. And as Herman Munster said, at the end of the day, what does matter is the size of your heart and the strength of your character. Dear self, life is a sequence of phases. Sometimes it comes with easiness and other times with hardship. But at the end of the day, each phase comes to an end. So it's a pity if we waste time and energy caught up in stress and negative emotions for too long. Remember, every issue that comes will go. The same way that the wave cuddles rocks and withdraws. And the same way that the sun brightens the day and let the stars twinkle. Dear self, love yourself. Love your perfect imperfections. Yes, it's John Legend. You are one of a kind, a one in a million. You are smart, beautiful, strong, and brave, just as God created you. Don't doubt it because an inner voice says so. Thoughts aren't always true. If I think that I am a millionaire, it doesn't make me one. I might be if I feed the thought with action. And if you do so with negative self-talk, you'll end up living what you're feeling. So embrace who you are, as you are, and don't compare yourself to others. As we say, I couldn't not express it in my mother tongue. And it means that even the finest, most beautiful person on earth has an imperfection. And finally, dear self, thank you. Thank you for always being there for us. Thank you for being strong and for handling all the things you really didn't choose to face. Thank you for not letting us down when we needed you most. And thank you for protecting us by acting the only way you knew how. Thank you for showing us what we do wrong, what we allow but shouldn't, what is good in us, makes us shine, and what we'd better improve. And even if those pieces of advice might come as regrets, as something we could have avoided, it's really not a loss. It's a life episode that made us who we are, braver, wiser, and more experienced. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of the Glow Up Journey of a Self-Taught Artist, and I really hope you enjoyed it. I truly wish you were able to relate to one of the advice. You learned something new. You confirmed the doubt. Or simply, you are a lot more loving, compassionate, and forgiving towards yourself. Feel free to share in the comment section your experiences, advice, and thoughts, because sharing is caring. Thank you so much again, and see you in the comment section.